friends, and back to the retro stream. It's Saturday afternoon, and it's time to play some more from Diverse Encounters. Yes! Welcome to the entry of the Elite Saga with the worst playability ever. Pretty much. This game is shockingly bad, actually, to be fair. And the camera's working for the first time, actually. Look, I mean, it's a smooth, professional intro there. I hope you appreciated that. Look, the camera's working. The game is working, kind of, as much as it ever does. It's Saturday. The lights are working. The green screen's working. Everything's working. So the omens are good. So yes, it's so far so good. Here we are. It's Saturday afternoon. Oh, a glorious Saturday afternoon. Actually, that's why we're all inside watching some old dude playing computer games from the 1990s. But hey. Thank you very much for turning up. It's always nice to have your company. It's good fun, isn't it? Reminiscing about how things were, how much better things might have been in some categories. Anyway, the best bit is to have some company while being all nostalgic and playing these old games on a Saturday afternoon, as you do. So yeah, and even the chat. I mean, everything's perfect today. The chat window's working. I don't know what was wrong with it on Thursday. My virtually disastrous playthrough of the Elite Dangerous Odyssey Alpha 3. Where virtually everything that could go wrong went wrong. Not only did the game conspire against us by introducing all sorts of fun bugs, meaning that virtually nothing worked at all, but Twitch went wrong as well. So I was bereft of sage counsel during my exploits. I had no idea. A, I had no idea what I was doing. B, I had no idea whether some of the things I was experiencing were actually bugs or intended gameplay, because it's quite difficult to tell sometimes. And C, Twitch wasn't working either, so the chat was coming up on the screen. So all the advice people were giving me, I couldn't see. So other than that, it was smooth. But there we go. Murphy's Law at work. Don't tempt fate. No, I know. I'm not a superstitious man, touch wood. Actually, I'm not superstitious at all. But there we go. Sophia still has to rewatch the Thursday stream. Yes, the Thursday stream was quite amusing. There's my particular favourite, about an hour and 20 minutes in. I won't spoil it. Where my ship is stolen. I kid you not. So that did make me laugh quite a lot, actually. I get those occasional moments. I mean, there's a few occasional moments when I laugh so much that I actually disappear off camera. Well, it was one of those. I'm still chuckling about it now. Yes, my ship was in fact stolen, and I was other. But anyway, I shall leave that for you to enjoy. So it was such a comedy of errors. It just literally became a comedy by the end. We achieved virtually nothing in 2 hours. Now I know that's not unusual for my streams, that I quite often virtually achieve nothing, but that was spectacularly bad by even my standards, that we achieved virtually nothing at all. So there we go. Anyway, welcome. We're not here to talk about Elite Dangerous. We're here to talk about the past. This is 1995, and we're here to play some Frontier First Encounters. Now, last week, much hilarity ensued because we had to assassinate poor old Dentara Rast, which we succeeded with relatively easily, actually. She wasn't too difficult to kill, so she was splattered across space, which was excellent. Then it got a lot more challenging when we were trying to buy a newspaper to find out about the event. And then we were invited to assassinate ourselves, which we did try, and the game immediately killed us. So we're not going to do that again. We're now moving on for whatever wonders the game has in store for us. Now I'm reliably told that the next sort of mission is somewhere around about now, the 5th of June. So there's no news for this one. We're looking for a mission called Transport Required. So let's see if it. Commander Terekov. Well, a couple of weeks prior, I was admiring my cable when the pad was stolen from me, and I fell through out to the station. The station had a total existence failure, as Douglas Adams would have put it. Following the trail of buggy games in the shadow of FFE extends to Odyssey. I think it does. I think there's definitely something. So anyway, so let's have a look. Is this mission around?
Welcome. We wish you successful trading.
Of course, we're in the Empire. We've got those dudes about. Right, so bulletin board.
Welcome to the Imperial High Command.
Welcome.
All services are monitored to ensure legitimacy.
That's so reassuring. 2 people on the fast ship. Imperial Herald subscribe. I can buy it now. Yeah, after the event, it's fine. So what's the mission? It's supposed to. It's transport required is what we're looking for. Is there a mission called transport required? Imperial Navy. There isn't. So we're sort of waiting for that mission to appear. Sort of like walking the plank. Poof! The space fell out the space station. Do you see the sort of space station when that happens? Do you see the space station falling up past you, or do you get any funky special effects, or does it just sort of you just end up in space? There was a bad piece on his face. I don't know. What? Let's go back and find out. Which one was it? Bulletin board. That one.
Welcome to the Imperial Station Link. Please choose your service and wait connection.
I don't know. I think it's just a shadow. I don't think the resolution of the full motion video is enough to pick up facial anomalies. Anyway, the mission that we're looking for isn't here at the moment. So we have to resort to our normal thing of doing some trading while we kind of wait for the missions to appear, which is very frontiery, Elite 2 basically. I don't think anything has changed as far as I can tell. The trade routes seem to be the same, so that the data seems to be virtually identical. So in Achenar we basically fill up with... Oh, we haven't sold the slaves. By look at that.
We're a bit short on military fuel at the moment. You may have to pay over the odds for it.
Oh dear, that's not good. Not paying over the odds for anything. Isn't that a Ferengi rule of acquisition or something? never pay over the odds. But what I'm looking for... does anybody want any slaves is the first question. No. So we're going to have to go to the stock market and sell our slaves directly, which is fine. We make a fair bit of cash on slaves, generally. So we didn't make very much there. 715. Why am I supposed to be buying slaves here? Can anyone remember? I thought I sold slaves at... That's where you bought them from. Okay, sorry. So was I prepping to go? Where am I anyway? I've completely forgotten. Am I? No, there we are. No, look, that's what, because I thought I was in Achenar. I'm not. I'm in Vaquez. Okay, so I've got to take them to Achenar, right? So I know what I'm doing, really. So, thanks for the tip there, Blog Twat. The pad slipped out from under me. I just fell through the computer structures that comprise the station, and then out into the station for the weekend, floating about 30 kilometres away. Excellent. Just in time to see Drew losing his very optimistic appraisal. I had a mind to lose. Right, so we've got to go to Achenar. That's obviously where I was intending to do. Have I got fuel? That's before we go, because you know what I'm like. Yes, we have. In fact, I don't need that much military fuel, so let's get a few more slaves on board, because why not? No, buy. Oh, I can't. I'm out of cash. I can't afford to buy anymore. Oh well, that's probably why I stocked up on military fuel. Might as well make the ship lighter. Okay. Right, so in that case, let's go to Achenar, because there's nothing else for us to do at the moment, because the mission hasn't arrived. Just grumbling about Odyssey, yes. So if you haven't seen my Thursday stream, it's pretty tragic, really. It was quite funny, but it wasn't the best advert for Odyssey. I'm told that the alpha build that we are in is a bit old, so we're playing with something that's not quite super up to date. So hey, never mind. Anyway, this is all happening 57 years before. Actually, no, not 57. Which year are we in? We're still in 3250. So yes, 57 years before Elite Dangerous is where we are at the moment. And we're in the Achenar system. We've got to get to Achenar 6. There it is. Achenar 6D, of course, which is Capitol. And it's much easier just to go to the space station, so we'll go there. Fort Donalds. Click on the autopilot. Back to visual space. Switch the autopilot on. Engage the Star Dreamer. And off we go. There we go. Have you seen them extending the beta? Is there a beta? or alpha. I think the definition of alpha and beta has changed a lot since I worked in software development. They used to be quite formal project management definitions, but I don't think they are anymore, unless somebody could tell me otherwise. Or maybe it's different in the games industry. Alpha just means something and beta means something, and we can make up the definitions as we go along. In the olden days, when I worked in software back in the 90s and the noughties, they had quite rigid definitions under project management guidance as to exactly what an alpha was and what a beta was, but it seems to be quite fluid nowadays. As opposed to this game, which arguably was definitely released in the alpha state and remained there ever since. Right, here we go. So let's get ourselves into the station. Oh, I forgot about the. I keep doing this. I forgot about the military stuff. It's really annoying. Why Achenar can't cope with radioactive waste is beyond me. But now I've got to go to the shipyard and pay my fine, which I can't pay because I haven't got any money. Oh, this game is actually quite cruel. Right, so does anybody want some slaves first? That would be nice. No, obviously not. The game's not going to help me out or anything useful like that. Right, so I've got enough cash to pay the fine now. There we go. Pay the fine. Oh, looks like space tea! Space tea for my lovely wife. Where's the space? No, that's too high.
Ooh, nearly.
For space tea. Thank you, my love.
Okay.
There we go. Space tea is an excellent in-flight service that's available to discerning pilots. Well, it's not a very friendly message. I paid the fee. I don't get quite a lot. The tea is early again. The tea schedule is far more reliable when my wife does it than when I rely on my teenage son to provide. Let's just say that. I don't know why the police are so mean to me. They make a lot of money out of me, the police, in Frontier First Encounters. So they should. I think they should. I think they should be going. Oh yes, you again. You're in trouble again. Never mind. Give us 2,500 quid. You'll be golden, son. But no. You'll be punished more severely. It's very po-faced, isn't it? They might be thinking, it's that guy again. Has he got any military stuff? Oh yeah, he's got radioactives on board again. Yeah, it's true. £250,000. Ah dear, never mind. Right, now is this mission appearing yet? Transport required is what we're looking for. Is it there? Alien artifacts. No, we haven't got any of those. Transport required. Passenger on a small ship. Federal times. Payment. Goods bought and sold. Position on a reputable ship. No, still not there. Oh, the cool cola. So did you spot that on the entrance bay? Yes. It's not there. Sometimes you'll see it. There's a few more things in there. Aliens here. Hello, good to see you. Hello. Now, and so we kind of have to kind of just keep hanging around until this mission spawns, which is a bit boring, but what can we do? Let's buy an extra ton of that. And what do we normally buy from here? Liquor. Take that back to cargo hold is full. That's a good thing. Let's save the game cause reasons. And launch. Dink. Whee. Sound effects not quite as cool. Achenar is good. Why is that Achenar not showing up on the hyperspace jammer thingy? Oh, duh. So this UI is so cluttered. It's really hard to. I mean, the pink crosshairs tell you where you are, and the green ones tell you where your hyperspace station is. But of course, it's so low res. It's actually really hard to read. VacRes, right? Okay, so let's hyperspace back to VacRes. Okay. So a new version of Universal Science is now there. Maybe the newspapers cycle and then trigger the missions. I don't know. It's difficult to say. Now we'll probably get attacked here because we just do. There's Big Hollow, so let's go to there. And let's go to Dickens Base. let's make sure we actually click on Dickens base, because it's surrounded by, as you can see, a whole bunch of ships. Here we go. Right, so we will almost certainly get ambushed here. Because this system isn't very well behaved. Everybody in FFE looks like has one of a handful of appearances. The police should probably use that. It's the same true. Maybe that's the case. There's only like 16 clones in the entire FFE universe. So they're saying every time they see me, oh, it's just another version of him. It's not actually the real one. Maybe that's true. No pirates yet. Oh, yes, there are pirates. Right. So here we go. Okay, we've got 2 pirates this time by the look of it. That scanner is so low res, it's impossible to... I need to turn the labels on, that usually helps a bit. There we go. Where are the... Well, now I can't see because there's too much information on the screen. Got him. Where's the other one? Everyone's got to go ook, ook, ook. Laser gun. There he is. So much smoke, I can't see anything. Oh, there he is. I think he's on fire. Boom. There we go. Engage autopilots. Switch on the starting. Oh, and there's more ships. So it's off-axis thrust for a moment. What have we got here? We've got this. It's actually, that's one thing that has improved a little bit on this version of the game, is that we do get more than one opponent, which at least makes the combat, if not more exciting, a little bit more of a challenge. Hang on, it's not switched me to. Trying to get these range, so I think I got him. Boom, gotcha. Is that both of them? I think it is. There we go. I think 4 pirates. Pew against Buzzsaw, no contest. Blogplot's got to head off to work. Take care, my friend. Take care. And thanks for the subscribe there, Big Boo. Awesome. They've subscribed for 5 months. That's brilliant. Probably take us that long to figure out this game. Anyway, we're here. Right, so let's sell all that lovely liquor. We're making a bit of money, which is good. Let's also sell all of the, well, not sort of unsell the radioactives. There we go. Buy some military fuel because that's. Buy some slaves because. And now we can. Yeah, we can fill the cargo hold up. That's a good thing. Right, is the mission here yet? This is the question. Bulletin board.
Greetings from the...
Greetings. Retirement for 21,000. We wish to encourage Senator Popov to pop off. That's not it though. Imperial Navy, biographical, missing person, ship required, removal required, payment of things, wanted passage. Still not appearing. That's annoying. Imagine if beam lasers sound like this in the LED. If anybody asked me what the theme tune was, they'd say dear, never mind. Right, so we're not getting the mission, which is a bit frustrating. It's supposed to be around, it's the 22nd of June, so maybe we've still got a little bit of time left. let's see if the newspapers are saying anything new while we're here. Where's the newspapers? The newspapers are, there we go, right. So what's going on? Imperial Communications Director denies Thargoid sightings. Okay, so it's ramping up the Thargoid story. Thargoids no longer exist, and should any similar threat manifest itself, we're in the best possible position to defeat them. Don't worry, says the Empire. Geage, hello there. So yes, absolutely no problems with Thargoids at all, says the Empire. So the Empire has unexpectedly endorsed the charter of the Hegiokic League of Investigation. How that is. Yeah, okay, that sounds like nonsense. Random intergalactic gossip. Splash out on a mail and tell us about yourself. Personal ads. Me, not too tall, not too bright, but endless emotional resources. You, not too serious, not too arrogant, and willing to explore worlds. Inspired intellectual with moderately oversized ego seeks appropriate soulmate to prevent further untoward expansion. Creative android, yes, we do exist. Self-fulfilling upgrade from early theta model, self-written software and auto-created hardware support to produce near-dreaming soul space. 3D chess android with passion for puzzles needs similar with ultra logic upgrades to challenge for eternity. No organics, thank you. That stuff's so good. If you've never been beaten, log on and send your 10 best opening moves. Dream hangover. Multiple appearances in Dreamware have left me drained of soul. If you're feeling able to give me time, space, and a non-commercial dream time to warn out extreme healthy organics preferred. Cocktails. Cool silk sheets. 6 ice cubes per glass. This is 6 ice cubes, 3 drops hydri bitters, 1 measure of sucrose syrup, 1 part thin cream, 1 part creme de cacao, 2 parts Syrian burnt wine. I don't know what people wrote on when they wrote stuff. It's quite funny though. Right, so Malin's malaise. Somebody has escaped. Don't think there's anything particular there going on. Universal scientist, Thargoid culture. Here we go. So truth and fiction, the Thargoids are still being talked about. Self-aware drones, etc., etc., etc. So that's still going on. So well, bulletin board. We're still not getting a mission. Imperial Navy. There's Margaret Stewart, no longer wanted. Okay. Well, we'll keep trucking on. Big Boo, why don't we have this stuff? I mean, this stuff is classic elite flavour, and I'm guessing some of this. I don't know who wrote it, but in the credits for the game, it's story written by David Braben and somebody else. I can't remember who it was. It was in the intro sequence. So according to this, David Braben approved of this sort of wacky sense of humour. So, but it's Elite Dangerous doesn't really have a lot of this flavour in that sense. It doesn't have the sort of slightly space crazed wackiness. It's a bit more po-faced Elite Dangerous, a little bit less humorless, a bit more humorless rather, should I say. It doesn't have that slightly Douglas Adams-esque sort of flavour to it, which in some maybe is a bit of a shame. I don't know. Launch request. Right, let's go and do some stuff. Let's go back to Achenar. We're hoping a mission will appear because it hasn't yet. There's supposed to be 2 missions that happen around about a time. One of this is just a kind of relatively simple courier mission. The other one is actually something to go and destroy something, which sounds a lot more fun. So anyway, let's see if we can get the game to do some stuff for us. Where's Achenar 6? There it is. There's Capital. Now I mustn't forget to dump the radioactives because otherwise we'll be in trouble. Right, so let's call that up. There we go. It's very dodge really, isn't it? Dumping radioactives in space is okay. unless if you don't get caught. Okay, now Akinar's a safe system, so we shouldn't have any issues. Elite Dangerous has shareholders, says the Honey Thief. Well, I suppose that's true. So that's the only problem when you have an awful lot more sort of cooks in the kitchen, is that you have to please everybody, and that means that some of the more extreme, edgy stuff always gets taken out. So one of the reasons why, although I've done it, obviously with Elite Dangerous and Lords of Midnight in my writing, and I've enjoyed immensely writing in those universes, I do much prefer writing on my own, because it's basically it lives or dies based on my decisions alone, which I have to say I do prefer, because you can make it exactly what you want it to be without somebody else's opinion being involved, which is nice. What do you mean smuggling goods is not permitted here? I got rid of me. How come I got... I must have refueled during the trip. The auto refueler. That's so annoying. I'm going to stitch you up again, says the game, by auto refueling. Oh yeah, I've got 1 ton of radioactives after all. That is mean as well. That means I've got to go and visit the police one more time. Yes, here's the police again. I'll pay the fine. There you go. They should love me, the police, by now. They should be going, yeah, here he comes again. He's got loads of cash, that guy. Let's go to the bulletin board and see.
Welcome.
Imperial Navy, Frontier News, wanted position, missing person again, donations to the galactic welfare. Nobody wants any slaves, which is annoying. Never mind. Right, there we go. Well, we made a bit of money, but okay, I'm just... we have to turn to the Galnet News Digest for a sense of fun. Yeah, so even Galnet is a bit... See, one of the things I always... And we as writers... I mean, this is back when Elite Dangerous... Before Elite Dangerous even existed, okay? When it was being designed. Quite a few people knew about Frontier First Encounters, obviously, and the 5 newspapers that were in it. And... but, and the idea... The really nice thing about this was simply the fact that you got different slants on what was going on in the game. So you get the Imperial version, the Federal version, the kind of scientific-y discovery stuff, and Frontier News. And we just kind of assumed, as the writers, that Frontier would put in, the newspapers again into Elite Dangerous, and we were really, really surprised. And a bit dismayed, to be honest, when they said no, there's not going to be multiple in-game newspapers. There's only going to be one official news source. It's like, what, for the entire galaxy? It's going to be one outlet, and that's Galnet. That's the only thing you're allowed to read. It's like, I suppose the thing is that at least with Frontier First Encounters, because it's a single-player game, it's you write a certain amount of content and that's it. Whereas obviously with an MMO, you have to keep doing it, and that is quite a lot of stuff that needs to be generated. To be honest, although there's a large amount of text in Frontier First Encounters, the amount of content that has been pushed through Galnet in the last 7 years absolutely dwarfs the amount of content that is in Frontier First Encounters in terms of the length of the text. But you get much more of a sense of, dare I say the word immersion, from this as a result. So, it's one of those things. If one of the problems I think Elite Dangerous has had is it just doesn't have they don't have the scale of staff, or perhaps the priority calls on what those staff are doing, to match up in some ways to the previous game's sense of immersive scale, because they were single player and therefore kind of closed ended. So, but this is one of the best features actually I think of this game, is the fact that you get these multiple newspapers that comment on stuff that you do in all sorts of different ways and have a sense of fun in them. That's missing, unfortunately, in the future. Anyway, never mind. We're still not getting the mission, which is annoying.
Welcome, Commander.
I don't think I'm missing anything particularly. It's now the 1st of July, so this is a bit irritating. We're supposed to have had it by now. Maybe it's not under Imperial Navy, is it? This is just paperwork, you see. So I was hoping Commander Ariok might be along,
from the Imperial High Command,
because he might be able to tell me if I need to trigger. But I don't think there's any triggers. So we just need to keep an eye out for some newspaper stuff. So anyway, let's keep an eye out, because there might be something. The next mission, we're also looking for transport required. We're also looking for renovation required. So two missions. One starts with renovation. One starts with transport, and neither of them are appearing at the moment, which is just annoying. So we'll have to keep playing until we get that. It hides in the same place. Yes, this is the thing. I mean, the mission is, but this one is at least preceded by a newspaper article. So I think his Excellency defended the truth for 40 years. So that's the Thargoids one. We haven't had. So I think we need one more newspaper article to happen. Dare I say the word immersion? I know it's not good. Immersion. Now I suppose I'm quite a big fan of immersion. I like to be immersed. I like to have my suspension of disbelief engaged, which gets harder, I think, as you get more critical. But I don't know. In some ways, it's easier to do with this game than it is with Elite Dangerous. It's a bit weird. Right. So what have I got in the ship? Nothing at the moment, have I? Just some radioactives, which is very dodge. So where am I? I am in Akanar, so I need to buy some luxuries. So let's see if we can get another.
Welcome.
Oh, is it liquor? Liquor or luxuries?
We have
I can't remember.
credit.
I think I did with
the
you
other
liquor,
way
don't I?
round, if you prefer.
Oh no, I haven't got any military fuel on board. So let's do that. Let's go back to Vequez. There'll be a bit more buzzsaw action. Some missions are dependent of the results of the previous one. Well, I mean, we assassinated Dentaris. I don't think we've mucked anything up, as it were. I think we're just literally waiting for the next trigger, which, you know, it's a little bit random as to whether that happens or not. So let's just see if we can get it to go. We've got kind of another month or maybe another couple of weeks before the next newspaper comes out. So that's what I'm sort of waiting for. So it's now the 6th of June. Okay, so it's going to take a little while to get into the system anyway. We're going to have to buzzsaw our way past a few pirates. Where's the... Oh, I've got in a bit too close. There it is. Dickens base. Right. Off we go. See if we can get the mission to trigger. Next batch of missions begins in 3251. Does it? I've got according to Jade, which is the one I'm using. Oh, it's 3251. You're right. In which case we've got ages to. That's really annoying. What year am I in then? 32. Oh, I'm 3250. That's why. I'm in totally the wrong year. We've got an entire year to wait in game time. So that's really slow, isn't it? What are we going to do about that then? Time to raise your rank and money. I suppose so. That's a bit of a long old playthrough. I could just sit in space for a year. Oh, that's right. 30. I'm reading it wrong. 3251. That's a long gap, isn't it, for the game to do anything? Yeah, that's right. So 3251. Okay, so that explains why we're not getting the mission, because that's the wrong year. Okay. Shooting them is actually. You kind of like, yes, thank God we shot him, because otherwise that annoying noise just keeps going on. The combat in this game is not at all satisfactory. You can drag the mouse onto the target and blow it up. I think maybe only 2 pirates today. Okay, so we're sort of faced with a bit of a kind of hiatus on the missions, which is a bit of a shame. Now, what I might do, my friends, I might cheat again. Because even a year's worth of in-game time is going to take us quite a long time to cover. Aussie G is here, yay! So that's good. Right, so let's get on board the space station. Right, let's do the thing with the stop mark.
Come in, Commander.
That guy, close to the camera. Okay, so we made a bit of money. Let's get rid of the radioactives as well. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'll save the position here. I just want to have a look at some of the other save games that I've got, just to see where their dates are, if that makes sense. Aussie's just arrived as Drew is murdering lots of people. Well, that's fairly normal. Sarazon says, I miss hearing classic music in Elite. I'm not sure if you'll miss hearing this classic music. It's just a really, really bad sort of MIDI interpretation of it. Let's have a look at some of the other save games that I've got to see whether or not they get us further on. Okay, so that's literally the start. That's no use at all. The Falcon, that was January as well. That's the one we've been using. The Imperial Explorer, that one's way too late. So that's actually the 8th of February 3254 when everything's been done. And the Imperial Trader is also 8th of February 3254, so that one's no use. Have I got any? I've got the Wyvern, which is 3255, which is even later. So no, I haven't got a way around that. So back to 17, which is where we were. So we're was it Kelvinator? Yeah, Kelvinator. Yeah, the next batch of missions, actually looking at this list, the next mission doesn't appear until June 3251. So we can either, I suppose we can just buzz around space for a bit. We could just kind of do a whole bunch of hyperspace jumps to take some time a bit. Okay, assassinated Dr. Jereb. Now I thought we'd already seen Joreb Enitu got killed in one of the newspapers. So I'm wondering if the missions are slightly out of sync, because I'm pretty sure we had something about Dr. Jacob. Didn't he get assassinated in one of the newspapers? Let's just go back and have. I thought we saw that last month, last week rather. That's the Duval artifact. Sources. So maybe not. Am I going mad? I'm sure we talked about. Okay, we haven't killed him. I could actually hex editing the save is possible, but I haven't learned how to do that with the Frontier First Encounters one yet. I could have sworn, maybe I'm going nuts or more nuts, that we heard something about Jacob. Maybe I'm imagining it. I'm definitely in the right save, aren't I? Oh, hang on, have I been playing the wrong one? Why do we get to Dentara? No, I've been playing the wrong bloody save. We're supposed to be playing Dentara, which is in 3251. I thought the dates were a bit weird. Now this is top quality. I am Mickey Mouse. We ain't even Benny Boo. I can't believe I just wasted 45 minutes of the stream playing the wrong save. Oh, dear. Ow. Oh dear. I wasn't going mad. I wasn't going. I might be incompetent. I might be stupid, but I wasn't going mad. Right. Okay. I was going to say. I'm sure I remember seeing something about it. Right, because it was all about Tilhalia, wasn't it, and all that stuff. Right. So that's. So hang on a minute. So I'm now entirely confused. Because this wasn't this where we had the mission to kill ourselves, wasn't it? Was it here? Let me just go back and double check. Right, so I've loaded the wrong save, which is kind of okay. Hang on, was it the entire or was it wanted? Let's just check. I think it was wanted. That's it. There we go. I'm still not. I'm now in the right save. It's now the 22nd of April. I was going to say, I'm sure you got further than that. It says something that you've been playing the wrong save, and nobody. Actually, yes, it's all on you guys as well. Okay, nobody else noticed. Right, it is now the 22nd of April. 32:51. No, we've done some time travel. That's what we've been doing. In your defence, the file manager is a mess. Yeah, so. Right, now, okay, this is the right file, right? We're now on the 22nd of April. So now I've recovered slightly. We can now make some forward progress. Now we have only a few months to. So all those trade runs I did, complete waste of time. Look, we got loads more money anyway. So what was my problem? Anyway, right. So let's. The next. Well, do you remember last week we tried to assassinate the assassin of the terrorist, which turned out to be me. That's now gone. And then what happened was suddenly. Yeah, it's all coming back to me now. I should have watched last week's stream before I started. Because what happens in one of these, isn't it, that the Empire says. There we go, this is it. So yes, 2 pilots of the 2nd Squadron are to receive the Medal Honours the next quarterly visitation of His Imperial Highness following the detection and destruction of the assassin Wagar. So we've apparently been killed, so that the galaxy is not after us anymore. That's right, so now at this point, we can now do some trading runs without any worries. And start again. So it's only 49 minutes into the stream. That's not bad. Does that count as an extra long waffle? I think it probably does. I was thinking this seems awfully familiar. You know, you don't trust your brain after a while. So that explains everything. Okay, right. let's get on. Okay. Ah, dear.
Come in, Commander.
What do I need? Where are we? We're in Akanos. We're buying liquor.
Come in.
Or
It's very
luxuries.
quiet.
Where's luxuries? Luxury goods are more expensive, so I reckon we should be buying those. Let's buy enough fuel first. How much fuel have we got? Military fuel. Let's buy a couple of tons of military fuel. Let's buy some luxury goods. There we go. Cargo hold is full. Right, now we're off. I'd like to see. Drew spends an entire hour not. I don't know, I'm going to have to come up with something slightly witty for that. Right, okay. Serious now. It's just a bit. Got some catch up to do. What am I doing? I'm going to Vequez. That's correct. Right. So launch a request. Right. Off we go. Dum 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 dum. Hyperspace code. Save the game. Wanted. Set course for the first planet in that system. So we will now make some money for a couple of months while the other missions appear. Then hopefully we'll trigger the missions that we actually are after from the beginning of the game. Right. Okay. So engage that. Dinka 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 dink. Pirates attack. It's not at all predictable this game, is it? How many pirates have we got today? 3 pirates. Yeah, well done. Steady on, fellas. Four ships on the back of the wall. Hardcore. So I'll make that 3. Where'd they go? Guys, you're going to die. Just give it up. Yay, 2 down. 3 down. Oh, look, see? The Celestial Warrior is back. Oh, you can't shoot for toffee. Virtually pixel perfect for this game to make it work. The person who came up with this sound effect should have been locked in a cell for a few hours. It's pretty bad, isn't it? Anyway, I don't think that'll be doing our elite rating any harm. Though that was the first time I've seen 4 ships attack me at once. So that was quite good. If they've really upped their game on the sound design, yeah, I think that's very much true. And why have I gone there? Did I click on the wrong? How big is Hollow is the planet? Not the space station, isn't it? Oops, my bad. There we go. Let's go there. Plum, 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 plum. Right, stop market. Bulletin board first. Right, does anybody want some stuff that we've got? No, of course they don't. Sell luxury goods, that's always nice. We're in Dickens base, so that's good. Sell the radioactives, buy some military fuel. Let's get some slaves. Let's go back. It's the 29th of April. Okay, so we're getting there. If I hadn't wasted so much time. See what we'll do. Let's make the day. Let's make the time of day pass. I'll buy. Actually, what I'll do is I'll buy a bit more hydrogen, a bit more military fuel, and we'll bounce around the stars for a bit between Akanar and Vequez just to pass the time. Otherwise, we're not going to get to these missions today, which will be extremely boring. So let's get out of here. Straight through the hyperspace thingy. Oh, it's quite bright, isn't it? Let's go to Akanar. And let's go nice long range. There we go, because it takes a bit longer. Save a bit of time. Right, it's now May. That's good. Let's bounce back over that way. Vequez. There we go. That'll do. It takes us on to 12th of May. Back over there again. Oh, that's our range. Which one is it? That one. Let's go over there. Let's go back over there again. There's a new issue of Universal Scientist available, so we're almost in June now. So let's go to Akanar. The sound effect. Right, let's make sure we dump all the radioactive. That's problematic. Let's set course for Akanar 6. Let's go to Capital. Let's go to Fort Donalds. Engage that. Engage Star Dreamer. There we go. Right. Is this Odyssey after the bug fix? Yeah, actually, all the bugs today have been entirely my responsibility. This is the extremely retro graphics and bad sound effects pack for Elite Dangerous. Boom! Why is there a boom every so often? The funny thing was, actually, in this age of gameplay, because the graphics were so low res and the computers weren't capable of rendering complicated graphical things, you could only go so far with the graphics, and that's as far as the limitations that the actual hardware would allow. You couldn't make it any more realistic. So you actually, at that point, could spend all of the rest of your game budget on gameplay and flavour content. Flavour content and actual gameplay mechanics became more of a, well, in some ways, I think more of an emphasis now. One of the things that I think I lament a little bit about modern games is that because we demand that the graphics look virtually ultra photorealistic nowadays, that is a big hurdle for any game developer to have to climb just to get the game to a visual standard that everyone will accept nowadays. Whereas back in these days, nobody really cared if it was only 320 by 200 resolution and a few graphics. I mean, it was beginning to move out of that actually in the mid 90s, but certainly before that, the graphics were, they were things that you commented on how good they were or how bad they were, but they weren't actually in some ways the most important part of the game. Whereas there's such a high barrier to entry now with games in terms of that sort of, certainly in the space genre, I think it's difficult because you have to spend an awful lot of time on just the graphics in order to to pass muster.
Good day,
right, so stock market. Let's sell loss. Well, let's just check in case anybody wants them. There it is. Look, renovation required. There's the mission, and we'll find out a little bit more about that. And there's transport required. Okay, both the missions have appeared. Yes, we have the missions. Excellent. So I've got an hour to do these missions. Right, both the missions have appeared. So does anybody want some slaves? Nobody wants some slaves. Just have to sell them on the stock market then. Right, now, okay. So these are the two missions. Let's save here because this is important. Now the first one is, I think, relatively straightforward. The first mission here is...
Welcome.
Okay, so you can always tell when the missions appear because they look a bit different. Okay, so this is the first, this is one. The boom was you finding the one asteroid between where you are and where you're going. Yeah, I was idea what the boom is. Dribble to think what the console version would be like. Well, we'll have to wait and see, won't we? To be fair, indie games have bucked that trend. They often purposely aim for a retro aesthetic. Yeah, see, I like a retro aesthetic. I would be very happy with a game like this, rendered so it was smooth and anti-aliased and all that sort of stuff. A bit like the sort of stuff you find with Elite and even the GL versions of these games, where it's nice and smooth and a bit updated, but still sort of got a retro aesthetic. Rather than having to push for photorealism on everything, because I can I don't know, maybe it's a generational thing. I can look past the graphics on this and still enjoy the game. Because I know what it's trying to do. So indie games, yes, thumbs up for indie games. Right, so these are the two missions. Now the first one, transport required for single visitor to Thompson's planet. So let's find out what this one, whether or not it's connected. So there's supposed to be something about Rockworth Legal Academy in the news. So let's go and check that out first. Let's find out. Is there anything in here? Single fighter attack, eco-terrorists, federal democracy. They're taking a pop at the Federation, which is fairly normal. So this is the Val. Oh, okay. We're in the newspapers again. This is good. So this is joint leaders of the Valhallian Liberation Front returned to the negotiation table last month after the successful arrest and unfortunate demise of the assassin Wagar. Interesting. Responsible for the death of their late leader, Dentara Rast. Undoubtedly, it would have been preferable, however, for all concerned, had the assassin lived to reveal the identity of the financiers behind the hit. However, given the current climate and the desire for a peaceful solution on all sides, debts are seen to have been paid, honour served, and both sides prepared to continue negotiations. So who did they kill? In my stead, some innocent bystander has died. Talks now hinge on the details of the amnesty required by the leaders of the disposed dictators. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so it looks like the civil war is under control, which is good. But that's not what we're talking about here. Here's the mission. Here's the mission background. Okay, and unto those that have shall be given. Remember that? No, neither do we. No doubt we should. The Rockforths, whose family owns the Rockforth Company of Aquada and surrounding systems, are certainly putting it into practice in a big way. These guys were being pursued by a frantic family from somewhere in the back of beyond who thought that one of Rockworth's dens of iniquity had ripped off and murdered their one and only rich sibling. Not surprisingly, they went to court over it. More surprising, it's taken almost 10 years to come to any conclusion, during which time the Rockworths bought up the entire staff of one of the most prestigious legal schools in the area, transferred them all to a new academy on their own planet, and had them all rewrite the libel laws so that they could scream libel and sue the poor souls for every credit they've got before they got themselves done for murder. Confused? So are we. But we're sure we don't want to be living anywhere near Aquada at the moment. When the lawyers are that bent, imagine what the cops are like. Okay, so that's the background. So basically what we have here is apparently an entire planet full of lawyers. So let's find out what the mission is about then. So transport required for single visitor. Let's find that out. Okay, so how much will you pay? Okay, 6,000. When do you need to get there? By the 25th of July. Okay, is this safe? You may find there are one or two people showing an interest in us. Are you in trouble with the police? Don't ask, don't tell. Okay, I'll take the mission. I don't have enough cabin space of it. Okay, I need to buy a cabin. Right, let's go and do that. So how many cabins do I need? It's a single visitor, so it should just be one, shouldn't it? Shipyard.
Welcome,
so
Commander.
I've currently got
drive?
9 tons of... He's a very happy engineer. Upgrades. So I need a cabin, I guess. Extra passenger cabin. Boom, there we go. Go back, accept the mission. Okay, I'll take the mission. Excellent. You will be paid when we get there. Okay, so I've got to go to Thompson's planet. Fortunately, it does. Okay, so we have... so this is the clue, okay? So Amanda O'Brien wants to go to Aquada. The planet of the lawyers. We've established there are lots of Wagars in the... Yeah, there are. So anyway, we've got to go to Aquada, oddly enough. Okay. So where is it? It doesn't tell me the coordinates. How do I know where Aquada is? Hang up. I know it's that's Aquia. Does anyone know where Aquada is? It wasn't paying attention. So she has some legal problems. Where's Aquada? I don't know. It normally tells you a coordinate system. It's not. Hang on, does it tell me in random intergalactic gossip where it is? I don't know where Aquada is. It could be anywhere. How am I supposed to find it? Does anybody know? Because there's no search function in this game. Normally it gives you a coordinates, but it's not today, so I don't know where it is. There's only 400 billion stars out there. I don't know where it is. Does anybody know where Aquada is? I might have to redo the save. Did I miss something? Did it? Oh, there we go. Kelvinator's on the case. -5, -3. That's quite a long way out, actually. There it is. There, yeah. Well done. Okay, so Aquada is quite a long way out. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Okay, well, we'll head off over there. We've got quite a long jumps to get there, actually. How much fuel have I got on board? No, plenty of fuel. Okay, well, let's get going then. Okay, so we're doing the mission now. This is the exciting stuff. Why didn't that jump? That's out of range. Can't go there. Fuel required, 1 jump. Okay. Boom. How long have I got to get there? Doesn't say. Okay. Normally it gives me a. Oh, it does give me something like that. Okay, well, never mind. Let's go there. Okay. Where is it up there? Okay, we're getting there now. New newspaper is available. Let's get to Aquada. There we go. And boom. This is why we've got a fast ship, because manual map search. Yeah, there. Right, we're in the Aquada system. It's a G-type yellow star. What's actually here? 1 space station. Planet 4 has got a satellite position. We can just go there. Thompson's Planet. There we go. Thompson's Planet. So, does it? Birmingham Port. There's an awful lot of Birmingham in Frontier, isn't there? Birmingham World, Birmingham Port, Birmingham Base, I think we've come across. So. I don't know, somebody's got a fascination with Birmingham for some strange reason. I'm sure there's some very lovely things about Birmingham. It's not the first thing I would do. Oh, looks like, whoa, whatever that was quite big. Ah! It's an Imperial thingy, look. That's a big ship. So, yes, some people are definitely taking an interest in us. Got him. That was a big ship. That was one of those Imperial... I don't know what's wrong with Birmingham. I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with Birmingham. I just don't think Birmingham is particularly notable. I've only been to Birmingham a couple of times. The ships generate so much smoke, it's impossible to... There we go. Right. Have I just offended the entire population of Birmingham? Ooh, got a nasty beam. Oh, it killed me. It's sort of one-shotted me. Oh, I've got to die at least once on the stream, haven't I? Oh, you rotter. This game. Right, where were we? I think I hadn't taken the mission, had I? I wanted. That was last time. Oh.
Hello. Nice
Where
to
were
see
we?
you.
What were we doing?
Take your
I've
time
still got
looking around.
a hull full of ships here. No, I haven't. Have we taken the mission? I can't remember. Have I got the mission? No.
Greetings from the...
There it is, right. Oh, I need to buy a thingy first, don't I? Oh, this game is a bit mean. Well, I've got to die at least once, haven't I? Extra passenger cabin, there we go, right. Right, so...
Come in.
Bulletin board, transport required. Okay, I'll take the mission. Right. Off we go again. I'll save it when I get there this time. Birmingham, the 0121 do 1 dialing code. Nothing wrong with Birmingham, you just don't want to spread it about the galaxy like a Starbucks. Okay. I've only been to Birmingham. Birmingham to me is a place I pass. Is it the M6 or the M1? I can't remember. When I'm on my way to somewhere north, if I'm driving to Manchester or Scotland or something like that, Birmingham is a place. I think it's the M6. Do I need to pick up the other mission? I don't know. What I might do is I might save it here. So just in case we need to come back to that one, because I'm not sure. I think I need to do these in order, but I don't know. Let's try that again. Right, here we go again. So yes, obviously, whoever this lady is, Amanda O'Brien, is a bit kind of hot in the sense of so people are after her. -3. Oh, I must be almost there. There's that quadrant there. Right. Okay, we're in the Aquada system. Right, so let's save here. And we'll call this one, was it Thompson? Thompson, wasn't it? No, it's Amanda. There we go, let's call it Amanda. And we know what's going on. Okay, so it's Amanda on board, isn't it? Oh no, her name's changed. It's Tracy now. Oh well, never mind. The save's called Amanda, even though we've now got Tracy on board, who has the same problem as Amanda did. Why is it always women in this game? Yes, the other thing it's usually women that seem to have the big problem. Either they're wanted or they're bad, and we have to assassinate them. It's I don't know. Changed her name to conceal her crimes. Yeah. Commander Shorter, we get loads of Midlanders coming to see where the water comes from. So yes, I must admit, Birmingham is not a place I've really spent any time. I think I've been there once on business many years ago, but I generally see it from I think the elevated. Is it the elevated section of the M1 or the M6? I'm not sure which one it is. I just you kind of just drive on through. So I probably haven't given Birmingham a fair chance. So we know we're going to get attacked by some fairly meaty ships here. So I have just saved the game. We need to go into Thompson's planet, and even our hacked game with a fairly beefy ship got destroyed, which is slightly embarrassing for my amazing piloting skills. Right, so we're going to instantly get pirated here. So we need to dive out for this. So that's like an Imperial courier or something. Got one. Right. Where's the other one? That is I think that's an Imperial courier. Anyway, it's gone now. Right, that's one down. Might save it here. In memory of Amanda. It's the M6. There we go. It is the M6. I thought it was the M6. Ook, 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 ook. I think that's it. Zoom. Right, is that it? No. Okay, so this, whoever Tracy or Amanda is, clearly there's some people who don't intend her to get to Wakanda for whatever reason. So I quite like the game is up in the... Oh, that was a Saka, wasn't it? Is it still out there? We've still got a green thingy on the scanner. Oh, there's a ship, I think. Gotcha. Those sound effects are so bad, aren't they? missiles, everything at me. Trying hard. Right, one down. Two down. I think I rammed that one. Yay! The Celestial Warrior returns. I could do the energy bomb, but I'm actually quite keen to. Let's save it there again because we've made a bit of progress there, haven't we? Oh, still on deck. I think. Where did it? Well, apparently not. But we're not under attack. Is that blue thing a ship? I thought blue was... Yeah, apparently it is. Was that a missile? No, it's not a missile. Send the labels on a minute. Oh, there it is. It's a... Whatever it was, it's gone. Alright, there we go. Didn't even see what ship that was. Whatever it was. Oh, what was it? I'm seeing a lot of little fighters up for me, which isn't really... It's costing them a fortune in ships. That's a police... Was that a police ship? Better not have been. Am I... Let's just check my... No, I'm still clean. So maybe somebody was using a Viper. Does that make sense? Right, come on. Please just let me get to the space station. Ah dear. Well, that's another big ship. That's fine. I think that's a eagle. Oh, hey! Fuck, I need another bit of tea. Yes, a sort of rave music. That counts as entertainment. Right, the autopilot's on. Oh, come on, really? Celestial Warrior strikes. Whoa, big laser. More powerful than my laser. Oh, he's overheated it. That's good news. That's a white ship. This is one of the big ones. Whatever that is, it's one of the biggest ships in the game. It's the Imperial Courier. Don't grab me at the... Gotcha. Okay, now come on. Surely that's enough. I think I should save in a minute. Let's just deal with this one. Famous last words. Where is he? There he is. Going straight out of the sun. Donk. You can bounce off each other's shields now. Save save again. Right. Can I get to the space station now? How many pirates do I have to kill? Really? Where is he? Where is he? It's already makes the sound good. Boom, dead. This is relentless. That's a really lightweight ship. They must be thinking, this guy has wiped out half of our armada already. Is it really worth it? Oh, there he is there. He's straight past me. It's really hard to see. Oh, there he is. Once he's sort of smoking, makes it quite a bit easier to see. I think just been out of range. This guy's really fast, whatever that thing is. Where is it? It's another. There he is. 605Y. Gotcha. Right, can I go to the space station now? It's just brutal. It really is brutal, this mission. I'm not sure the difficulty of this. This is the worst one we've had, isn't it? It's definitely the worst run-in we've had, surely. Oh no, another one of these really small ships that are really hard to hit. He is. He's not even, you can't even see him, he's so small. Oh, that wasn't bad. I'm getting better. I'm just aiming slightly to the left of the label now. And the smoking combat is a bit weird, isn't it? It's kind of nice because it gives you like a feedback that you actually did hit him. I quite like that. But I mean, that much smoke in space, is that kind of realistic? Didn't know. Oh, really? Basically aiming at a pixel most of the time. FFE sounds like a subliminal reminder. Is this the mission? It's only a mission in Aquada, this one. We're transporting this lady, okay, who basically Tracy Brett. So Tracy Brett is obviously clearly got some issues in the Aquada system. I just can't get anywhere. I'm still 8 AUs away from the planet. Can you go around the ships? I don't know. Is there a way to get around the ships? Have I still haven't beaten the ships? Just sending everything they've got after Tracy. I'm not sure this is worth 6,000 credits. I think they sort of swarm in. I mean, unless you can tell me otherwise. Avoid shipping lanes. I don't know. Is it that clever, or does it just spawn them in and they try and wriggle towards me? Have we finally? No. We're slowly making oh, this is a white ship. I'm going to save here because I know what these white ships are like. Sometimes they one-shot you. Depends which ship it is and what weapon it's got. Let's turn the engines off. Let's get into range. There it is, I can see it. An Imperial courier by the look of it. Hit it. Because of the Imperial courier, you've got to hit the other ship right in the centre, otherwise the hitbox doesn't register. So it's actually a really hard ship to kill because you hit the nacelles, it doesn't work. Yeah, the white ones are the worst ones. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. Please. Oh, no. Well, we made an AU. It's a white ship again. It's chucking some seriously heavyweight. There's no way. I mean, this is interesting actually. Look, the game is at 28th of June. Game time is only literally 18 months. I don't think it would be very easy, unless you really knew what you were doing, to get a ship that you had actually not hacked, as the case as I have, able to do this run. Okay, it's just like, it's so hard. To face off against these vessels. Look at that. I mean, it's got it's an Imperial courier, and B, it's got a much more powerful weapon than the one I'm running. The only saving grace is overheat so fast that the NPC isn't able to. You've got to dodge that beam if you can. Where'd it go? Boom. So I don't know how many Imperial couriers I've killed now. It's a lot. Have we finally defeated the massed forces of the... No, we are getting there. Right, this is a dinky little ship, so that's okay. Turn the engines on. Where is it? Just going to sit here and wait for it to come for me, actually. I think... There it is. Take some pictures. I don't think you can hit it, though. Thank you for the follow there, Jam Wedge. Much appreciated. Ship registry numbers make them feel like accounting fobs. I've just received the 508k, yes. Can't see the ship. Oh. I think it just rammed me. That wasn't a very glorious combat end for that guy. Is that it? Have we finally... I think we've done it! No, I haven't done it. This is crazy. Oh dear, it's like everybody and their dog wants to have a go at Commander Drew Wager on this mission. This is definitely the hardest combat I've ever seen in this game to date. The difficulty of this game is, it's really quite brutal, to be honest. I'm not going to say I've almost made it, because as you can tell, the game's going, you think so, do you? Here he comes. Yes, no. Where is he? He's just invisible. Just comes straight out of the screen. You get like about half a second where you can see him, and then you're around him. And then he's just out of visual range. It's such a small ship. Gotcha. Boom. Right, come on, please. Please let that be it. Oh no, I've forgotten, lost the hyperspace. Ah, no, I'm spinning the Star Dreamer up forwards as well. I've got to reset the Star Dreamer again. Ship is under. What do you mean the ship is under attack? No, it's not. Oh, that's the repeat last message thingy, isn't it? Sort of bug, kind of a bug. All right. I think I'm going to save it there, just in case the autopilot kills us, because we know this game. All right. Here we go. Have we made it? Finally, we're here. Now we'll get. What will happen now is we'll get a message from Tracy saying you're late. Not. Thank you so much for saving my life. You wait. We'll be late. Smuggling illegal goods. Right. Thank you for carrying me safely here. I've paid in full. Good luck. Oh, well, at least that's nice. At least Tracy was nice. Okay, that's good. She was appreciative of my efforts. Right, so that was hard work. Now I've got paper fine.
Hi. Are you sure you want to come here?
He looked well dodgy, he did. Who is he? Oh, he's not appearing again.
Come on in, take a look around.
Alright, there you go. There's the paid fine.
Hello, sweetie. Anything we can do for you?
I'm fine, actually. Right, so actually what's happened here is I think we've skipped a mission now, because this is the next one after that, the dolphin transport. So help cheer up Junior the lonely dolphin. Sweetie, I know. Particularly in 1995. Right, so I'm going to save the game here as Dolphin, okay, because we need to explore the dolphin route. Junior the lonely dolphin. Exciting elite mission that is going to be. So anyway, so let's save that one as Dolphin, because that is one of the missions. Okay, but the other mission, the other one, why can't we have a lonely dolphin mission in ED? Watch it, these guys are lawyers. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay. Right, so let's go back. Now we know what basically the mission to move Tracy or Amanda, or whatever her name is pretty difficult. Okay, so that was a thing. Let's go back to wanted. Is it 35? Amanda 39. I actually want. See this. This is such a useless thing. Let's go back to Amanda 39. What was there? Oh, that's actually in space, so that's no good. Can I actually? I can't get to. I wanted something, and I can't get to. So I'm gonna have to. Hang on a minute. What I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go to the file system for a moment and tidy up the saves, which is just annoying. But where do I store these things? I don't know which disk it's on. Games, it must be in there. There we go. Right, Frontier FFE Commander. Right, there's lots of Amandas in here, so I'm going to make an archive folder and move a bunch of them into there. Okay, all the ones that are not current, let's move them into the archive folder, because otherwise we end up with an awful lot of saves. I won't delete them just in case we discover we need one of them, because that's the way this game rocks. Right, so there we go. What I've done is I've removed all of the previous saves of various different things until such time as it's useful. So hopefully now, if I go to the load thingy, it should only show me. Yeah, there we go. Right, so I'm going to go back to Wanted 38, which is, I think, at the point at which we can pick up the other mission, if that makes sense. Amanda's going in the Tracy folder. There we go. So I've tidied up the file system, because there's no way to tidy up the file system from that interface. So you have to go back out. Right, so the bulletin board. There we go. So renovation
Welcome
required.
to the Imperial Link. Feel free to choose any service.
Okay, so this one's quite nicely written. The Renovation Committee of the Friends of Dean Ritt require structural alterations to the Rockworth Legal Academy. Highest prices paid. Structural alteration. That's all right. Well, what could that possibly mean? Renovation required. So, what needs to be done? The Academy requires... what's that word? Requires, it's spelt wrong. The Academy requires to be razed to the ground. We think that a number of missiles filed from a fast-moving warship might do the trick. When does the renovation need to take place? We are arranging a diversion on the night of the 26th of July, 32:51. Don't attempt it before that. Do the owners know about the reconstruction? Get real. How do I find the Academy? It's on Thompson's Planet in the system of Quadrant at coordinates -5, -3. It's a big place. You'll see it on your radar when you get near the system. Okay. How much are you prepared to pay? 10,000? Is that all? Why so much? I need more than that. Tough. That's what you're getting. Okay, so that's all we can get. Okay, I'll take the mission. Right, so we've got to blow up a place. Okay, so blowing up stuff. This is our bag, isn't it? Blowing up stuff. Okay.
Welcome to the Imperial High Command.
Okay, so we've now got a mission to go. Oh, it's Tracy Brett again. No, that's not the same. Oh no. Okay, I picked up. Actually, this might not be great because I've got both missions. I don't want both missions actually. So wanted 38. We'd already picked up one of the missions. That's not helpful. So I need to go back to my file and go to the previous wanted. Because I don't want to have already accepted the previous, and I don't think I can cancel a mission once I've picked it up. Can I? So I may have to go back to the archive. Pick up my previous mission, that one, put that one back in. So you can't see any of this, sorry, it's not very exciting, it's just file explorer, but hopefully now I can pick up the previous wanted mission. There we go. Now hopefully this one I don't have the mission. Yeah, I don't. Okay, so that's good. So now I should be able to accept the mission that we want to do. Renovation required. Okay, I'll take the mission. Right, you'll be paid when we get there. Okay, so right, so destroy the Rockworth Legal Academy on Thompson's Planet on the 26th of July and then return to Akinar. Okay, so okay. How do you manage to get your contracts with putting people to blow stuff? Oh, just Windows Explorer, doesn't it? Rockworth are going to love their new decking. Right, so we've got to destroy it. Okay, so what weapons have we got available? Because this isn't a very big ship, is it? So what have we got on board at the moment? We have a beam laser on the front. Have we got any weapons? Oh, hang on, what was that? Did we? Thank you for carrying me safe. Oh, it seems to have got the message from the previous. That's interesting. Look, it's got the message from the previous save, even though we haven't done that mission. That's a bug. In a parallel life, that was me, Tracy. In this universe, you don't exist yet. We haven't had that conversation. I feel like I'm in the multiverse of infinite possibilities. Can we file these bug reports? So it's interesting. The comms dialogue remembers what I was doing in my previous life. Now I'm confused. Right. So what weapons have we got? Shipyard upgrades. Right, we can have assault missiles. So how do I tell what I've? It looks like I've already got some assault missiles on the ship. I don't know what the difference between an MV1 and an MV2 assault missile is, but I'm assuming an MV2 has a bigger boom. How do I tell? It doesn't tell me what's on my ship. It looks like I've got a couple of missiles slung beneath the wings, but it doesn't. Does it say anywhere here what I've got? Where's the... Oh, well, actually on that screen there are 2 missiles. So that implies to me that I've got 2 missiles loaded. And they take up cargo space. So let us try doing that. Okay, so can I buy any more missiles? You have no empty missile position, so it looks like the ship can only take 2 missiles. I wonder if that's going to be enough. Shipyard. We haven't got enough money to really buy a much bigger ship. So, tell you what, we've got the mission on board. We can't do the mission until... When did it say? Something about... We've got to do it on the 26th. While the distraction's going on. Here come a lot of saves. Yeah, I think you're right. Anyway, let's get ourselves over to Aquada then. We've got 2 missiles on board. We've got a beam laser. We've got an energy bomb. I don't know if that will be useful against ground targets. Anyway, let's go and see what happens then, shall we? Oh, I can't change mode while I'm in the docking. That's annoying. Right, there we go. Right, let's get ourselves back over to Aquada. Yeah. Hyperspeed. Right. We're now at -3. Let's go to Arqui. That's how you pronounce that. And then Aquada's kind of up here. And there's Aquada there. Okay, so... Right, we're in the system now. We've got to get to Thompson's planet. We know that. Now, will they know we're coming this time? They shouldn't do, should they? Will they know we're coming? It is now the 26th of July. Okay, so we're here. So we can destroy... We can go in and attempt the run. Oh, did I just muck the hyperspace up? I think I did. I want to go there. Normally, what's happened here? It's not allowing me to select the... No, we're in manual flight mode. What's going on? What was that flashing for? Stupid game. Right. That was a bug of some kind. Didn't allow me to... Right, okay, let's get to Thompson's planet. Now, will we be attacked on the way in? This may take some time. Aquada is not a very nice place. I've decided. Come on, sabotage my ship. Gotcha. I've got a nasty feeling this may take some time. Guessing they just, the place is just full of pirates, isn't it? So either of these missions is what I should have done, is I should probably have taken both missions at the same time. Because then at least we'd be in Aquada. Instead of having to fight away from there's pirates with great big enormous weapons! Imperial couriers with... Is there 2 Imperial couriers out there? What's going on? another one out there. I think. What are those two things? No. Okay, so the Aquada system, I don't recommend it. It's not a nice place. In the slightest. Oh, the other one's still out there. Where is he? Let's call this one. What are we going to call this one? What are we doing? Aquada. There we are. Kill all the lawyers. There we are. Right. Okay, so the autopilot is on. Picking up speed. No. Oh, it's only a red ship. We're kind of okay on those. In weapons range. Can't see him. He's down there. I suppose that's kind of something. I'll leave the starter room on level 4 for a bit. Will that help? Nope. Oh no, all these really small ships. These are annoying. Interesting enough there, Commander Arrett was quite right that the ship cuts off the engine and autopilots the engine when you get into a kind of combat sphere, which is actually quite useful. That previous game didn't do that. So that, I suppose, is an attempt to try and keep both ships in the same area of space, which I suppose is an enhancement. As though this ship is so small you can't see it. But it does kind of work. Weapons should be effective at much shorter distances to make the fights look good. Yeah. So... No, we made some progress though. They're thinning out. That's good. The ship is under attack, but from what? There's nothing on the scale. Oh, that's over there. Come on! It's just like I can't see the target. There's so much smoke. Boom! There we go. 1, 2, 3. Come on! Come on! Come on! We're at quite a high velocity. Have we got enough? No. Oh, we're getting closer every time. Though the ship is not. Good night. I wonder what my elite rating is going to be at the end of this. Hopefully, not too bad. The autopilot is on. Looks like there was a ship trying to get me there. Have we done enough? It's now the 27th. Yes, right. I've got 10 minutes. 10 minutes of the stream left. Can I blow up whatever this thing is? Alright, so we're almost here. So I'll save it when we get to the orbit space. Actually, I'm going to save it. There. because actually I think I've just arrived literally in orbit. I have. Okay, so let's have a look at the scanner then. Right, so there's Thompson's planet. Can we see the military base? Or what's it supposed to be called? Destroy the Rockworth Legal Academy on Thompson's planet. Okay, so this is Thompson's planet, but it's not showing up on the scanner yet. I think is what that's saying. Just Yorkville said, there, look. There's an unidentified dot on the thingy. So I think that's probably it. Although for some reason I can't click on it. Okay, so let's move the thrust vector aside for a bit. We'll set that to 30 kilometers a second, which seems to be a nice sort of manoeuvring speed for orbital stuff. No, I don't want sticky keys switched on. Okay, so that should, there we go, that takes us off. Let's get close to the planet. What does that say there? Does that say, what does that say there? Thompson's planet. There's something else there which I can't quite make out. Something behind the word Thompson's planet. What does that say? Is that another? It just says frontier. No, Rontier. What does that mean? Rontier. Anyway, okay. Can we identify the thing on the surface? So there's a dot there. Okay. So I've collected the hyperspace at it. Let's switch it on. Okay, so how you're supposed to do that from the surface? It just says plus Rontier. Is that the right thing? Save game. Just in case this goes horribly wrong. Right, okay, the autopilot is doing its thing. Seems to be just, even that's not identifying itself properly. Is that? Oh, maybe it's on the wrong side. What's it? No. I've got a nasty feeling we're going to crash into the planet's surface. What? I think it's going to die. I think the autopilot tried to fly through the planet. That's so astonishingly bad. You play these ones and you wonder why. You wonder why Elite has such a great following sometimes. It's just most of this stuff is just literally unplayable. The phrase "literally unplayable" I know is overdone, but just as well I save the game, eh? Right, so I think whoever said it was on the other side of the planet was right. So let's switch the autopilot off. Let's go round manually to the other side of the planet and see if we can pick it up from there. There it is, there, okay. So let's switch the autopilot on again. Right, so I think we're now on the right side of the planet, if that makes sense. Why can't we have an autopilot LED? So players ask in ignorance. No, we don't want the autopilot again. It's the last possible thing you could ever want. The fastest way to die. Right, am I going to... Right, okay, so whatever this is, it's plus Rontier. So I don't know if that's a bug. But either we get some Rontiers for killing it. I don't know. So anyway, so here we go. Right, let's save it here, because this is almost certain to go disastrously wrong. Right, we're 1,000 kilometers out, still using the autopilot, so it might be time to turn the autopilot off. I'm going to fly it right down. Let's just reconnoitre the place. Okay, so did I hear a bang there? Something's exploding. I don't know if this is the right place. There's some ships down there. At least there was. I suspect they've got police launching problems. This looks like a. You know, there's a ship launching. You can see it because of the ID there. I think it's instantly crashing. Now, is this the right place? I don't know. It looks like it's a place. Ah, I've got some ships on the scanner now, which appear to have actually got off the ground. No, it's crashing. The defence forces of this, whatever they are. Right. Okay. Let's switch the autopilot off, and let's switch to 0 throttle. Right. Is this the place? So I'm going to fire some missiles at it and see what happens. Because I think all of the. Oh no, there's a ship. Right. There's no targets currently selected. There we go. There goes my missile. Fire that missile. Let's take out this guy. Kind of cool. Right. I don't know if my missiles did anything. I've got a feeling they didn't. Oh, it's an Imperial courier, look. Well, at least it was. Right. I'm going to get down there. I don't know if I can destroy. Is there a way to scan the target? Is this the right place? Anyway. Boom. Oh no, look, it says Rockforth Legal Academy on the ground. That's what there's some words and stuff. That's the target. It's definitely the target, we've learnt that. What's happened to my ship now? It won't maneuver. I don't think weapons can be used against it. Judging by this, it's quite heavily defended, isn't it? I don't think I can use weapons against it. What about an energy bomb? Don't think that works either. So I've got a feeling I may need. I mean, sort of making. It doesn't. I don't know if there's any way of scanning that to know whether I'm blowing it up or not. Freaky dude's got to go. You can't abandon me now. You don't know what to do. Right. Well, I'm out of missiles and I'm out of ordnance, so I don't think I can just. There's a lot of ships and it's actually some heavy duty stuff. I don't think. Yeah, it's definitely the right place, so we've learnt that. I don't think I can do any damage to it with my. Yeah, so I'm zapping it with the gun, but it's not doing any damage to anything, as far as I can tell. I've got a feeling I might need some more missiles to deal with this. Oh, there goes our Imperial courier, which just crashed into the ground. So I don't think I've got. No, they didn't give me a nuke. They're still launching ships at me. Whatever it is, it seems to be impervious to weapons fire, or laser fire, should I say. I don't think I can do anything to tell the strength of it. I haven't got a. One needs a radar map up, but I don't know where that is. Well, I get some smoke, but I don't think it's doing any damage. So it's the usual problem with the AI can't fly. They definitely didn't give me a nuke. No, they gave me nothing. I could definitely do one of those nukes from first encounters. I don't think this is working. Let me just pause the game and consult my cheat sheet. I'm still playing virtual music. Let's turn that down. Right, hang on a minute. Destroy the academy. This mission is fairly difficult. The academy is defended with a large number of fighters. Therefore, it's recommended you fly very low to stay safe. When you fire a number of missiles at the academy, ideally you should have the most explosive ones you can get, then run away very quickly. It's best to save before fire. So I suspect we need a ship with more missile capability than what we have. Because I don't think lasers cut it, based on this. But anyway, it is definitely the rock force, as you can see there. It's definitely the rock force. We have found the right place. I wonder if we land on the ground, whether the enemy ships will just keep crashing around us. Let's just try that, because I'm out of time, so we're going to have to try this again next week, but at least we've got the mission. So we need a bigger ship, I think. How do I switch the engines on? There we are, I've landed. That's just the ships. Can they actually hit me? Oh, there's an Imperial courier coming in. Boom! Incoming missile. He's trying. There's a missile. Boom. Well, at least he avoided the ground. They are trying, to be fair. Land on the buildings. Blow the place up. Oh, got that wrong. Boom. They do try it, at the very least. Ships everywhere, crashing into the ground. It's a fun day at the Rockworth Legal Academy. The old land on the ground so they crash into the ground dodge works really well still. It's a perfect tactic against the I just keep leaving this. Even the missiles don't work either. No, they're not hitting me now at all. So the tactic to defeat anything in front of verticals is simply to land. Looks like they've given up. Maybe they've run out of ships. Ah dear. Right, my friends, I'm gonna have to go. I think we have defeated the entire attacking force of the Rockworth Legal Academy. Clearly they might be good lawyers, but they're not very good at flying. Unfortunately, we haven't got enough weapons to destroy them either. So we're going to have to give it a whirl next week. Anyway, thank you very much for following me for the first 45 minutes of the stream while we were doing entirely the wrong thing and just wasting everybody's time. Well, no, there's another ship. Anyway, back next week for more of this absolute chaos. Yeah, we'll just keep cracking on. I will see you on Monday for more sci-fi shenanigans. Take care, my friends. You have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you all soon.